Today I'll be explaining you the division of the liver into various lobes and the segments in a most simplified way. Now see this section, this is the transverse section of the liver at the level of hepatic veins, which is the superior section. You can see here this is the middle hepatic vein, this is the left one, this is the right one, and all these three hepatic veins are joining the IVC. Now right hepatic vein is here, and of course right hepatic vein will be in the right lobe and left hepatic vein will be in the left lobe. This is the middle hepatic vein which divides the liver into right lobe. Right lobe is here posterior to it, and this is the left lobe which is anterior to the middle hepatic vein. You can see in the line diagram also middle hepatic vein. Beneath it is, or posterior to it is the right lobe, and anterior to it is the left lobe. Now we go on to the transverse section of the liver inferiorly at the level of the gallbladder. A line joining the gallbladder to the IVC again divides the liver into right and the left lobe. Posteriorly we have the right lobe and anteriorly is the left lobe. You can see here this whole area down posteriorly is the right lobe, here is the left lobe. Now see this section. Here you can make out the left branch of the portal vein, this is the right branch of the portal vein. At the junction of the right and the left we have this fissure, which is the fissure for ligamentum venosum. Above this fissure we have the left lobe, and beneath it, with the IVC is also there, this is the caudate lobe. Now in the line diagram also you can make out caudate lobe is posterior to the fissure for ligamentum venosum, and this fissure for ligamentum venosum is at the junction of the horizontal and the vertical part of the portal vein. You can make out here. So caudate lobe is the lobe of the liver which is close to the midline of the body, and now you can make out we have three lobes. One is the caudate lobe, other one is the right, and the third one is the left lobe. Now again we go back to the superior section at the level of the hepatic veins, and you can make out here we have the middle hepatic vein, and above it or anterior to it I'll say is the left lobe. Now left hepatic vein is running in the left lobe, and it is separating the left lobe into two segments. One is the medial segments, and the other one is the lateral segment. Now medial segment is called medial because it is close to the midline of the liver. Now midline, or the division of the liver into right and left lobe, is by this middle hepatic vein, and close to the middle hepatic vein we have this medial segment, and the other one is the lateral segment here. So we have medial segment which is closer to the middle hepatic vein and far away from the middle hepatic vein here. On the other side of the left hepatic vein we have the lateral segment. Now this was the previous one was the superior section of the left lobe. Now let us go on to the inferior section of the left lobe. Inferior section means at the level of the gallbladder, and here you can see from the apex of the left branch of the portal vein we have this falciform ligament. So inferiorly we can see gallbladder and the falciform ligament. Now close to the gallbladder we have the medial segment of the left lobe, and the lateral segment is on the other side of the falciform ligament. So falciform ligament separates the left lobe into medial and lateral segments inferiorly. So inferiorly we have close to the gallbladder medial segment, or you can say posterior to the falciform ligament we have medial segment, which is also referred to as quadrate lobe, Q. caudate lobe. So we have caudate lobe, which is posterior to the falciform ligament, and anterior to the falciform ligament we have the lateral part of the left lobe. Okay. Now, going on to the segment classification from 1 to 8, segment number 1 is the caudate lobe. So caudate lobe is segment number 1. This is the caudate lobe, and it is also called segment number 1. So we have 8 segments. So let us go on to the other segments. Now after 1 we have 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 are segments of the left lobe. And how do we proceed? Segment 1, caudate lobe was somewhere here. Now we move anti-clockwise. Now when we are moving anti-clockwise, we are moving like this. So first we get the lateral segment of the left lobe. So in the lateral segment we have segment number 2 and 3. So first is, as we are moving anti-clockwise, first we get segment number 2, which is more lateral one, or I'll say which is closer to the midline of the body. So this is segment number 2. Then we have segment number 3, which is the one which is closer to the segment number 4, and this is also a part of the lateral segment. So we have lateral segment divided into 2. One is 2 and the other one is 3. Now let us see in this picture, we can make out. This is a superior section where you can see left hepatic vein. So we know left hepatic vein is dividing the left lobe into lateral segment, which is here, and medial, which is here. So in the lateral segment we have 2, which is more lateral, and this is less lateral, segment number 3. Same thing inferiorly also. Inferiorly again 2 and 3. 2 which is more lateral and 3 which is less lateral. And here again this is the falciform ligament. So anterior to the falciform ligament we have segment number 2 and 3. Now we go on to the segment number 4. Segment number 4 you can very well make out is the caudate lobe, and this is the medial segment of the left lobe. Now if you see to this picture, you can make out a child moving down the slope and moving from superior to inferior, you can make out. So same way segment number 4 is divided into 4A and 4B. So 4A is the superior one, just like a child here at this position. So we have 4A superior and 4B is inferior. Inferior means at the level of the gallbladder. So caudate lobe divided into 2, 4A and 4B. 4A is superior and 4B is inferior. Now after the child has come down, you can see now the child is in the inferior position, and if the child wants to go to the previous position, the child has to move from inferior to superior. So this is how we label the rest of the segments. Now 5, 6, 7, 8 are segments of the right lobe. Now if you see to this picture, how the labeling is there, you know this side is the superior, this is the inferior, this is anterior, and this is posterior. So now we are going to label from inferior to the superior part. Now we start with segment number 5, anteriorly we start here. After we have finished with segment number 4, now we go on to 5, which is the anterior portion of the right lobe, and you can make out it is inferior. So again, see this rectangle. So we start from here and now we move clockwise. So from 5 we move on to 6, which means 5 is inferior and anterior. Now we move down, we are moving posteriorly. So 6 is posterior and inferior. Then we move on to this area, that is 7th. 7th, again you can make out superior and down means posterior. And then we move from 7 to 8 like this, from down here up, and 8 is superior and anterior. Now we'll show you in the ultrasound images how they are represented. Let us go on to this. Again we go. So 5 and 6, what does it mean? That this one, this is the inferior section, because we can see the gallbladder, and inferiorly we know we have segment number 5 and 6 of the right lobe. So 5 is here, anterior, up is anterior. So this is 5, and then down is the 6th one. So we have been able to make out 5 and 6, which are right lobe inferior segments. Now we go on to this 7th and 8th. Let us see. This will be in the superior part. So we go on to this. So this is superior section at the level of the hepatic veins. Now we know 7th is here. So from 6th we move on to 7th, and 7th you know is posterior and superior. So this is posterior and superior, and then we go on to segment number 8, which is here. So segment number 8 is superior and anterior. This is there. Now if you see to this, again I'll briefly tell you, right lobe is divided into anterior as well as posterior. So we have anterior one, which is here, anterior to the right hepatic vein, and posterior one is the one which is posterior to the right hepatic vein. So in the superior part we have anterior here and posterior here. Now if you see to this picture, we see a mass in the liver. Okay, now let us see this segment, this mass is predominantly lying in. If you see to this picture, we cannot see the hepatic veins, but the fact that we cannot see the gallbladder means that, because always the gallbladder is seen much more easily than the hepatic veins. Since we are not seeing the gallbladder, which means that probably this is a section of the liver superiorly. There is a clue that this is a superior section, and the clue is this portion. This is some part of the heart which is in the view, which means the section is superior. So we know that this is a superior section. So we have this mass which is seen superiorly as well as posteriorly. So superior and posterior, again let us go back. This is superior and posterior, segment number 7. This mass is in segment number 7. That's all. Thank you.